Histamine is so often misunderstood. It's usually seen as the bad guy, the reason behind hives, allergies, and frustrating symptoms like itching, flushing, or sinus congestion. But histamine itself isn't the problem. It's actually a vital chemical in the body, part of your immune system, helping to expel things that don't belong. The real issue isn't histamine, it's what's happening beneath the surface that leads to excess histamine in the first place. Welcome to Follow Your Gut. I'm your host, Juniper. If you found yourself here, it means you're ready to unlock the happiest and healthiest version of yourself and step into your role as the most confident leader of your family's wellness. Together, we'll navigate the path to optimal health and vitality. Let's dive in and transform your life. So, what happens when you experience a histamine reaction? You go to the doctor because you have hives, swelling, or maybe even more severe symptoms. They take one look at you and tell you you're having a histamine reaction. Maybe they diagnose you with something like mast cell activation syndrome, or maybe they don't. Either way, the solution is almost always the same. You are given an antihistamine and sent on your way. And while antihistamines can absolutely be life-saving in severe reactions, they aren't solving the deeper issue. They're simply suppressing symptoms, not addressing why your body is reacting this way in the first place. Something that most people don't know is that your gut is responsible for regulating histamine. It's home to bacteria that help break down histamine properly and prevent it from building up to problematic levels. But if the gut is imbalanced, meaning if you have overgrowths of harmful bacteria, yeast, mold, fungus, or parasites, this process is disrupted. Overgrowths lead to inflammation, and the body starts sending mixed signals. Instead of efficiently breaking histamine down and eliminating the excess, the gut struggles to produce enough of the enzymes needed for proper histamine metabolism. This causes histamine to build up in the body faster than it can be broken down, leading to symptoms like hives, itchy skin, flushing, allergic reactions, swelling, sinus congestion, headaches, dizziness, digestive issues, and even more severe reactions like throat tightness or difficulty breathing. Over time, this chronic overload can contribute to histamine intolerance, reoccurring allergic responses, and even conditions like mast cell activation syndrome, where the body remains stuck in a heightened state of reactivity. But what no one tells you when they hand you that prescription is how antihistamines impact your gut. They may bring short-term relief, but long-term use can actually make histamine issues worse. Antihistamines disrupt your gut microbiome, reducing the very bacteria that helps break down histamine naturally. So they also interfere with stomach acid production, which is so important for digestion and gut health. Over time, this can lead to even deeper gut imbalances, further weakening your body's ability to regulate histamine. So while antihistamines may help you manage symptoms in the moment, they can actually be fueling the very problem that caused those symptoms in the first place. It's a really vicious cycle, and it can be a hard one to get out of. But let me be clear. It's okay if you need medication. If antihistamines are helping you function, this is very valid, but understanding how they affect your body at a deeper level gives you the power to make informed choices for your long-term health. It helps you break this cycle because masking symptoms is not the same as healing. I'm going to say that again. Masking symptoms, suppressing your body is not the same as healing. If you want lasting relief, you have to go deeper. You have to address your gut. Before we move into how to address your gut, we have to talk about the other side of this. Many people with histamine issues are advised to manage their symptoms through strict avoidance. In addition to medications, or sometimes as an alternative approach, they're told to cut out high histamine foods, stay away from environmental triggers, and even avoid probiotics because certain strains can increase histamine production. And while this may bring temporary relief, it again doesn't solve the root of the problem. Avoidance gives us a sense of control, but in reality, it's just another form of symptom management. The only way to truly bring your body back to health is to heal your gut. So, yes, avoiding high histamine foods may help you feel better in the short term, but it won't fix the problem. It won't rebuild your gut microbiome or restore your body's ability to regulate histamine naturally. Healing histamine intolerances isn't about suppressing histamine. It's about bringing your body back to a place where it can regulate histamine without overreacting. And that's the ultimate goal, not to live in fear of food or relying on medication forever, but to heal at the root so your body can handle histamine the way it was designed to. So, how do you actually start addressing the root problem? It begins with rebalancing your gut, which means clearing out harmful overgrowths, reducing inflammation, and restoring the balance of beneficial microbes that help regulate histamine naturally. But this process needs to be gentle when your body is inflamed and reactive. Easing in is really important to make healing as smooth as possible. You will want to rebalance with a little bit of a different approach than the standard rebalancing protocol. I'm going to walk you through this now. So just to clarify really quickly, if you do not have histamine issues, you will want to follow the standard rebalancing protocol. This is for you or your child if you have histamine sensitivities or histamine issues. The first step is clearing out the harmful overgrowths of bad bacteria, yeast, mold, fungus, and parasites that are keeping your body in a reactive state. Cleanse in the Rebalance Kits is incredible for this because it actively clears out these bad overgrowths without disrupting the fragile, beneficial bacteria in your gut. To start, you will take Cleanse alone for a full week at the Superstart dose. So for men and women, this is 2 tablespoons of Cleanse morning and night. For children, this is 1 tablespoon morning and night for an entire week. This will give your body time to begin regulating before you introduce Nourish, which is going to help rebuild and strengthen your microbiome. After that first week, you can try incorporating 1 Nourish capsule daily. So you will split this in half and you'll take half of the capsule in the morning and half at night. This is true for men, women, and children, while simultaneously lowering Cleanse to the You've Got This phase dosage. For men and women, this will be 2 teaspoons morning and night. For children, this is 1 teaspoon morning and night. If this feels good for a full week, you can then increase Nourish to 2 capsules a day and begin following the standard rebalance protocol. When you order the Women's or Children's Gut Rebalance Kit, you will get free access to my course. This is where I guide you through every step of your rebalance. I gift this to you because I want you to succeed. It answers every single question that will ever come up. In the course, there is a symptom-specific section. This is where you'll find dosage recommendations like this. So if sometimes it's really hard to retain and remember information on a podcast format like this, you don't have to. It's in the course. It's under the symptom-specific section. You'll find these dosage suggestions under histamine intolerance. So you always have quick and easy access to reference this. This course is here for you to lean on. It is where you will find all the guidance and support you need to succeed in your healing. To wrap this episode up, I want to end on this note. Rebalancing your gut doesn't just help with histamine intolerances. It strengthens your entire body. As you clear harmful overgrowths and restore your beneficial bacteria, Inflammation calms, digestion improves, and your immune system becomes more resilient. The symptoms that once felt impossible to manage start to fade, not because you're suppressing them, but because your body is finally functioning the way it was meant to. And this is what true healing looks like. It is not about masking reactions or avoiding everything that might trigger a flare. It's about rebuilding from the inside out so that your body can handle histamine the way that it was designed to. Because when your gut is in balance, histamine isn't the enemy. It's simply another part of a well-functioning system. So if you've been struggling with histamine intolerance, chronic allergies, or unexplained reactions, I want you to know there is a path forward for you. You don't have to live in fear of food, rely on medications forever, or accept that your body is just overly sensitive. You can heal. You can take back control. And it all starts with your gut. Thank you for joining me in today's episode of Follow Your Gut. If we don't know each other, I'm Juniper Bennett. I'm a homeschooling mama to my 4 children, a dedicated microbiome specialist, certified family health coach, author of the Microbiome Cookbook, and the founder of Only Organics, a supplement and education brand focused on women and children's gut health. Make sure to subscribe to the Nourished newsletter so you never miss an episode. Along with everything else mentioned in today's episode, there is a link for you to subscribe right below in the show notes. Lastly, it's important for you to know that the information shared on this podcast is based on my personal experiences and research. Please always trust your own inner voice of wisdom and your healthcare professional. Until next time.